So continuing on the lifestyle theme, we want to look a little bit now about self-monitoring. We mentioned it in previous workshops where the coach and athlete should be monitoring not only their performances, not only their training, not only their sleep patterns and what they're eating, but also other things that they should be looking at. So these are tools which the athlete can use to monitor rest, recovery and general training status, but also you as the coach can utilise them as well. So these are tools that will help you to be proactive rather than reactive. So when I say proactive, what we mean here is that you can maybe identify an issue coming down the track, whether it's maybe not enough sleep, maybe not enough of the right food coming in, or maybe someone is more open to a flu because of their sleep pattern, that we can identify it and react to it in a timely fashion as opposed to waiting until it actually happens. So every morning you should encourage your athlete or your player to put down what their resting heart rate is, and again normally this can be done very simply before they actually lift their head off the pillow. They can take their resting heart rate and record it. They should also then monitor their body weight in the morning. Look at the quality of sleep that they had, whether they felt that they've had enough sleep, whether it was a restless night, did they wake during the night, and again, what mood are they in? How do they feel? Are they feeling good about themselves? Are they feeling good about the day ahead? Are they feeling good about training? And are they just feeling good about life in general? And again, that can be put down on paper. We also want to measure hydration, and there's a number of ways of measuring hydration. We can do it by body weight changes, and again we might encourage you as a coach or the athlete before they go training to take their weight, go through their training session or go through their match or competition phase, come back into the dressing room, take their weight again, see what the difference is, and again we can measure hydration by that. We can look at the urine colour, and again what we have here is what we call the P chart, and I suppose the rule here is, or we might say the golden rule here is, that the more golden your P is, the more dehydrated that you are. So what we don't want is someone down here from 5, 6, 7 and definitely not at 8, because at 8 you'll be heading to hospital. So what we try and encourage to do is make sure that your P from a target point of view is at 1, 2 or 3, and again that's what we're looking for. Now thirst is a poor indicator that you're dehydrated. In actual fact, thirst only manifests itself when you've already lost 1% of your body weight through dehydration, and again that's already the start of affecting your performance, and again it's going to impact on your performance and you're not going to be the best you can be. So don't wait until you're thirsty, preempt it. Make sure you've got strategies in place where you're hydrating the day or two before competition, you're hydrating day of competition, and you're topping up and monitoring through the urine colour but also your body weight. After match or after your training period, just a few formulae that you can utilise to make sure that you're replacing what you lost during your efforts in the training or in the session. So we've done it metrically as well. So we've got 1 pint of fluid, non-alcoholic obviously, for every pound lost, or if you want to go metric, it's 1.5 litres for every 1 kilogram. That's for every 2.2 pounds of body weight lost. And again, that kind of fluid, we speak about hitting windows of opportunity. Doesn't always have to be water. It can also be milk. It can also be something like Coachaid Sport, or it can also be something that can be homemade, because again, athletes have different tastes. So if you're trying to encourage them to get the fluid into them, it has to be something that they like and that they're comfortable with taking as well. So from a heart rate point of view, heart rate is also an indicator of exercise intensity, and it is important to record your resting heart rate. So it's important for you to show your player or your athlete how you actually record it. So it can be done by taking your pulse in your neck, counting it for 10 seconds and then multiplying by 60. And then obviously when to record. Best time to record is before you get out of bed in the morning. The significance of the changes then, that's anything in a change of between 5 and 6 beats per minute. Okay, so it's beats per minute, not beats per 10 seconds. So in summary, over the last number of workshops that we've gone through, we've highlighted major lifestyle issues. Every aspect of lifestyle must be managed and balanced. So for some coaches, maybe it's an area that you haven't quite looked at in the past. You've been more focused on, say, the physical fitness, or indeed the technical or the tactical aspect of it, when in actual fact you have to take the holistic approach to dealing with your athlete and making sure that lifestyle, because remember, as coaches, you don't have your athletes or players all of the time. They have lives to live as well, but everything should be focused on their performance, even when they're away from you and away from the track or away from the pitch. So through practice, perseverance, trial and error, everyone will be able to find the right balance to suit. But again, the starting point is that you have to record it and get it down on paper. So I suppose we're trying to remember here that it's a fine line between success and failure, between winning and losing, and the little things that we've highlighted from the point of view of lifestyle, where we're trying to encourage you to monitor, they could be the crucial difference. So it could be that someone's dehydrated going into a race, going into a game, and in the final 15-20 minutes, that's what actually impacts and results in their poor performance. Or indeed it could be from a nutritional point of view, they haven't had ample opportunity either through the lack of the proper food to get glycogen into the system, or it could be that something has happened to impair that intake and uptake of glycogen into the system. So if you do not consciously form good habits, you will unconsciously form bad ones. Or as someone recently said, we don't know what we don't know. So it's all about education, and hopefully through these workshops, some of you coaches that are watching this will have picked up something that you can take away from here and that you can work on. So what we're trying to do is live smart and then obviously train smart. Thank you.